Come cruise with me. I hopped on the Carnival Panorama ship out of Long Beach, California, and explored Cabo San Lucas, Mazatlan, and La Paz, and I'm sharing all the highlights. From a city tour and live show to horseback riding and hiking Balandra Bay, keep watching to see why this cruise itinerary is a hidden gem and you should go on one. Today we're in Mazatlan, Mexico. We do have an excursion, so I'm going to show you guys all about that. It is beautiful out here. It's pretty hot, so I'm about to go back to the room to get my glasses and my hat, but stay tuned for our day. In that last clip, the tour guides first took us to watch some cliff divers before we headed to the city to explore. There were shops, but it was very hot, so we just walked in a chapel to take a seat. And then we made it to our show, which included lunch and an alcoholic beverage. They're like beaded.
This is handmade, guys.
And then we headed back to the ship and it was time for dinner. So of course we went to the main dining room as we did every single night. If you want to see all the food we ate on this ship, then check out the video above. The next day we were at the La Paz port and I did some research beforehand to see what there was to do. At the port, you have to take like buses to the city, and so I didn't want to do that. So I decided to book the hike to Balandra Bay and beach break tour, and it was very popular. It was sold out at first, but I kept looking and luckily 2 spots opened up. So here is how that went. All right, so here I am. I made it to the top, and as you can see behind me, you can see Balandra Bay. It is so beautiful, and the hike was done. Just hiked Balandra Bay in La Paz. Now we're going down, and then we're gonna go to the beach. There's a nice breeze here. It is a natural place, so it's very protected, but I'm super excited to go to the beach. The hike wasn't that bad. Finishing up our Balandra hike, just going downhill, and then we're done. I'm usually not a desert girly, but this included the beach. So here we are. Definitely recommend if you're in La Paz for your cruise. There's a limit to how many people can be there at a time, so that's why it was just our 2 vans from our excursion. So this was the beach that we stopped at. I can't remember the exact name, but it was pretty nice. They had some food there, a bar, and we were able to get just like 1 drink. So we ended up getting lemonade, but there's plenty of shade and seating, so that was pretty good. And it wasn't private, like there was plenty of other people there that probably either rented a car or got dropped off somehow from, private excursions, but yeah, we had a good time. Here I am on the swing, and then they had different boats to let you go out and different activities. So it was a fun time. Oh, it feels good. Rocky.
And you have good Spanish too.
Did you take it in high school?
I dated a Mexican girl for 3 years who didn't speak any English.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Smart man.
You had to learn it.
I did.
This hard for me because I'm just.
So as you can see, those are some of the things you can get on. Those were some girls on like one of those little killer whale inflatables. And then they had the duck one. We were going to get on the duck one, but we needed more people and we could not find more people to do it with us. So I just watched from afar. But then it was time to head back to the ship. So here we are approaching our ship and it was time to go get some food. So of course my first stop was none other than what? Yeah, you guessed it. Guy's Burger Joint, okay? If you know, you know. You gotta go to Guy's Burger Joint when you're on a Carnival cruise. And like I said, all the food that we ate on our cruise, including my friends' vegetarian and vegan options, are on the video above. Just in case you have not experienced Carnival and just want to see the variety of foods they have. Yeah, here I went to Blue Iguana as well because you can get as much as you want. You can even get gelato afterwards, which is what I did. And yeah, there's no limit, okay? And if you don't like gelato or a burger or a burrito, they also have pizza. So here is Pizzeria del Capitano. They will make you a fresh, like personal pan pizza. It may take a while because a lot of people love to be out there, but just know that's always an option as well on your Carnival cruise. I'm at the Serenity adult only area reading my Kennedy Ryan book. I've been doing good. I'm on page 123, chapter 15. Mind you, I started this book on this cruise, so doing well. I don't know if I'll finish it, but we will see. And then we went to the fitness center to watch a burn fat presentation.
It needs to be highly concentrated. There are 300 to 400 types of AJs that we human can consume that has different properties. So on board, this is how we do detoxify the body.
Then after that, we went to the room, showered, took a nap, and once again, we're at the main dining room for dinner, okay? I do not go to the Lido Marketplace for dinner on any Carnival ship. I don't care how tired I am, I'm going to get dinner at the main dining room. So we went there, and then it was time to look at the beautiful sunset because the sun was looking good. Of course, when you're on the cruise ship, you can see sunsets and sunrises like perfectly. And then after that, we went to the Punchliner Comedy Club. One thing I do not miss while on a cruise ship is the entertainment, especially the comedy shows. So I am there all the time. And then we went to one of these shows. This one actually got cut short and they had to like adjust it because there was like a man overboard call. You know, it was very random and very crazy that happened. And then we went to the glow in the dark party and that was that. Next day, we were in Cabo San Lucas. So this day, we booked a fun excursion I've been wanting to do forever, and that was the horseback riding tour. So as you can see, Cabo is a tender port. That means you can't just walk off the ship and walk into the city. You do have to take a tender boat. So we got on one of those, and then we were in the area to get to our excursion, which they had to take us in a bus to take us to this ranch. And you guys, I have always wanted to ride a horse. I've been like on a pony like in the second grade, but I've been waiting to do this, especially to ride a horse on the beach. So we basically got to ride the horses on the beach and in the desert. So that was an experience. I would definitely do it again. It was pretty costly. I would say maybe like $130, and then I ended up paying for pictures afterwards, but you guys, it was everything I've been looking for in an excursion. So there were like a few of us, I would say maybe like 7 or 8, I don't know, but I was second to last. My friend was behind me. Here we are on the sand by the beach, and they told you not to take out your phones, which rightfully so. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was on a horse for the first time ever, but I was able to get some clips of me on the horse and of me on the horse while on the beach. But I did buy some pictures afterwards, and here I will pop them up so you can see how they turned out because they were amazing. I paid for all my photos I was in. That got me tired, so afterwards I was asleep on the car ride back, and then we were back in the city. All right, I'm in Cabo San Lucas. I just finished doing a horseback riding through the desert and the beach, and it was so much fun. Now we're just at the marina looking for some souvenirs, so let's see what they got. So we made it back, we showered, took a nap, and then, as always, went to the main dining room for dinner before heading to the atrium for the all-white party with the cruise director. So let's check that out. Now, the next morning was not good. I woke up feeling sick, but we still went to brunch in the main dining room since it was a sea day. So here are all our food. We were eating a lot because we're like, hey, it's our last day on board, so let's get any and everything. One cool thing that was pretty unexpected was that we saw some dolphins out of the window, which was pretty cool.
That's like...
Now, although I didn't feel well and wanted to really be in the room sleeping all day, it was the last day, so I headed to the Lido deck because they had the Groove for St. Jude fundraising party that they always have on Carnival Cruises. So I sat there to watch. I did not participate. I was just sitting there chilling. But then it was time for lunch, and of course, I went to Guy's Burger Joint because it was the last day, and I also went to Guy's Pig and Anchor because I had to get just as much food as possible, and hopefully the food would have helped me with my sickness. But then later on, I did take a nap before dinner, and once again we are at the main dining room. Got a Caesar salad, she got something vegan, and then here is one of the appetizers that I got. And then my friend didn't go to the club all cruise, but she waited to the last day when I didn't feel good at all. But I wasn't gonna let her go alone, so I just sat in the back and recorded, and that's how we ended our cruise.